Hello everyone! So, what apps can we use to make our work life and also our home life easier? So I've been working for 25 plus years now, from the shop floor all the way to managing a small team and a department. So since the App Store was launched, I've been going through constantly looking for the right app. Something that makes things as easy as possible, from calendars to do anything that can simplify your life electronically, digitally, and make things more efficient. There are so many apps out there, so what's the best one? There's so many Me Too's, copycats, paid, unpaid, and there's just too many to review. So as I've been sort of going through, my priority is looking at the cheapest without a subscription, without having to pay anything, with a trial first. So once I find that an app may have potential, then I'll buy it and test it. A lot of them are deleted because they're not as I thought they would be. So I've done a lot of the trawling. So I've actually just narrowed down to a handful, which I keep on my phone, and just some key apps which I use for my day-to-day activities. So let's start with a list of apps and a brief description. Okay, so this one here is Braintoss. So Braintoss can capture anything for you. So whether it's something written, you just punch it in, or you can record a message or a note, or take a picture and send, and that goes straight into your inbox. Here we've got Omnifocus. Omnifocus is a to-do app, and this captures anything that you need to do. You can schedule it, prioritize it, everything. So this is very good because you can send anything from anywhere into the Omnifocus, and then you can arrange it for tasks, projects, etc. Omnifocus is actually very, very detailed and very powerful. This is Forest. Forest is one of what they call the Pomodoro technique. So you're supposed to spend 25 minutes or whatever you time allocate, and you're very focused on doing that particular task, and then afterwards you take a quick 5-minute break, and then you skip on to the next one. So Forest is a great tool for yourself, or even for your kids. It's quite interactive and fun as well. This one's Eidetic. So Eidetic is great for memory. So if you need to memorize a code, be it, I don't know, your driver's license number, or passport number, or any telephone number, or anything, any words, whatever. This helps you through repetition to build that memory, and it works very well. Sleepcycle. Sleepcycle is, as it says, it measures your sleep cycle, whether you go into the deep sleep, light sleep, etc., and how long you've been sleeping and things like that. So very good, and can monitor and give you some analysis as well. This one here is Snorelab. So do you snore? No, I don't snore. Honest. Now this one can record your snoring, if you snore, when you snore, how it sounds in terms of the actual volume, whether it's light, whether it's loud, and things like that. So this is good for helping you develop cycles so that you get out of the snoring habit. Foodvisor. Foodvisor is great. This is one of my apps which you can take a picture of your food, and then obviously you can calculate the calorific value, and it's none of these sort of entries that other apps do. It's just to take a picture. It's fun as well, and I like doing this one. 24ME. So typically in the corporate world, you're locked down to particular apps, for example Outlook for your calendar, but if you're not locked down, 24ME is great because it's really a personal assistant. It's really interactive, it's good fun, gives you reminders the day before what the next day is going to look like, looks at your schedule and says, oh, you've got an empty slot, maybe try and do something earlier to free the later slots. So it's really, really good. This one's Moodnotes. So Moodnotes, especially now in this world of COVID, which we've been in for virtually the whole year. Lots of people stuck at home, can't go anywhere, and self-isolation, etc., etc. So Moodnotes is very good because it's one of those that helps your mental well-being. You can enter, how you're feeling, and it helps you ensure that you don't fall into the negative mindset and the traps that many people do. IAnnotate. I love this one. So if you have lots of reports to check for people, or you just want to edit things very quickly, you can take a Word document or a PDF, and you can scribble on it by your handwritten notes if it's on the iPad, and then you can just ping it back to whoever sent it to you with your comments. So it's really good and fast. Site Audit Pro. So this one I like as well, because if you're doing any work which is more sort of audit related and you need to feed back on particular situations, you can go somewhere and say you spotted something you don't like, take a picture, you can write down some notes on it, and then you can build up a picture of where you've looked at, and then send it to whoever you need to. It's really good. This one's MyPantry. This one's a little geeky. So if you like to know exactly what's where and how much you've got, expiry dates, etc., then this one's for you. So as an example, medicine cabinet, I want to know how many packs of Panadol I've got in there and what the expiry dates are and things like that. So that can do that very easily. And you're actually supposed to do it with your pantry. I've tried, but keeping up to date takes a bit of work. But if you use it well, it's very efficient, and you know what you need to buy next and what you've got in your inventory. So it's great as an inventory tracker. Okay, this is Workout Plus. So there's lots of apps for workouts, and they're all very good. This particular one I use to allocate time. So for example, I set it up to have a repetition 3 times of 1.5 minutes, because there's certain exercises I can do within that time period. And it's got a countdown, and it's very good. Spark. I think this is a fantastic email tool. It's different to the others I've seen because it's quite intuitive. It separates emails and filters emails into sort of categories. So you've got people related, and then you've got alerts and things like that. So it's nicely in particular groupings. So it filters out all your junk mail quite nicely. So you're focusing on what's important. Sortly. So this one it is great, and it's similar to the inventories, but it's great if you're moving about. You can pack a box, for example, identify what's in the box, take a picture, print out a 2D barcode, stick it on the box, and then obviously if you're moving and you've got loads of boxes, then you've got your inventory based on your 2D barcode. So it's great in collaboration with moving, if you're moving house, but also if you want to just itemize what you've got in particular boxes, you may be in your home. That's easy to do with this app. Firetask. So Firetask was my go-to app for to-dos before Omnifocus. It's cheaper, but not as powerful. But it warrants a mention because it was initially my favorite app. eWallet. This one is definitely my favorite. Your mind is just full of different passwords, whether it's accessing particular websites, logging into Amazon. You've got all sorts of areas where you need a password, your banking sector, your work passwords, etc., etc. So they're constantly asking for updates, and nothing's in sync. You've got your system, but everything's out of kilter. Well, eWallet takes all that worry away. Why clutter your mind when you can just have it in an app? And definitely don't write things down, and don't have it in Excel, which I've seen people do. In an app, and this is a secure app apparently. So you use your password or Face ID, and you open it up, and you can find whichever password that you need. So I like this, clears your mind. Okay, so just as a disclaimer, I have no affiliation with any of these apps. I purchased them with my own money, but I really truly believe that they've made my life much easier. I have lots of others, but I'm going to do a series of videos about the individual apps first, show you a little bit more detail, and then I'll move on to maybe my next ones. So let's see how the apps go, and yeah, take it from there. Okay, so I'll get cracking on the videos. So please remember to like and subscribe and hit the black bell. See you soon.